See, the fact say you the idolized person, the fact say you the farms person, or the fact say this you consider this person to be your role model, or you like this person, no means say you will become mumu because you want to follow that person, or because you want to be follower. Make I tell you something, followership no supposed to be mumulity. Followership no means say, man, if you hear opposing voice about that person where you idolize, means say, na attack. Not be every criticism be attack. Not be every criticism you go respond to with backlash. Criticism, now waiting they bring about changes where you they see for every society. Because society will be so positioned no day. Now they fear that leader. Now the entire population they live in fear. Or it's either say those oppositions they fear to lose waiting then they benefit from the leader. Now this lady on my screen, a very staunch obedient, very, very staunch obedient. According to her, she says she's emotionally attuned to the movement. That's to tell you how diehard or hardcore she be to the movement. She came out and this was what she said.
I accuse Atiku of spending more time, all this manana, Dubai type of big man type of thing, not really effectively taking on the government. And I blame Peter most of all, because Peter was a shining star. And so many people committed themselves to him emotionally, myself included. I'm not an obedient anymore, to be honest with you.
Wow. She committed herself emotionally, but she's no longer an obedient. That was what she said. Mind you, she even called Atiku. But no articulate or no PDP member came for her. It was so unfortunate that people that came for her online were the obedience. Left, right, center. Backlash. Man, make we learn how to be constructive. Make we respond to criticism in a very constructive way. I didn't see anything wrong with what she said. Now, after she made this comment and she got the backlash and all, Peter B decided to go see her. Reason being, make him understand why this staunch supporter of mine go say, man, she no want be part of the movement again. If not for nothing, make him learn from his mistakes. So now, listen to Peter B's reaction and the lady's reaction after Peter B visited.
But you know, Peter Obi shared photos of his visit in a post on X with a caption. Having watched the interview with Donu Kogbara on Arise TV and considering the concerns she raised, I felt it was important to visit her, as I have always maintained leadership and personal growth are deeply tied to the ability to listen, learn, and engage with a variety of perspectives. I sincerely thank her for the warm reception and useful discussion we had. These kinds of interactions enhance understanding and pave the way for constructive dialogue. All right, even this visit has, there's been mixed reactions with this visit. I mean, Peter Obi posted those photos. I thought it was good to see that, Peter Obi was able to go and visit his critic to find out what really is going on. And I believe that there was a post after this visit from Ms. Kobara saying that, she's now an obedient.
You see, at the end of the day, after the woman finished meeting with Peter Obi, she had no other option but to revert back to the movement, back to the obedient movement. Because now she understands, waiting she actually they think no be so ide on ground. But the fact, most times, even the followers, they promote that in way person they think for a head. The followers, they make those thoughts with the another person head, they glaring. Say, yes, this is for a fact. Man, you guys need to start being constructive. Although, I understand, most of these people na dolo. Most of these people where they do all this attack. Most of them na dolo. Even from the way where they write. So man, from the way where they write, from the way where they spell, from the way where they pronounce, you gonna say, man, these guys they are just daft. They are not even out served to listen to what that person has to say. Their own be say once then just write the name of that person within the farms. The next thing na to attack. Who be this one? You want to show yourself, Abi? You dey chase clout, Abi? Your father, your mother. Johnson, my friend, Mumu, What's that? Man, be constructive when responding to criticism. Most especially when that criticism is constructive. Not be everything you go want to show yourself. You go want to show how daft your brain did. You know, make sense. Most especially the obedience and the rattles. Now, the next clip you're about to see is specially dedicated to the obedience and to the rattles. Because now there you go find some people where they squeeze, they skip one kind. That's the only way they know how to respond. That's the only way they are taught how to respond. They don't even understand what's constructive criticism. They don't understand what accountability means. All they do is follow, mumulity follow. Everything my leader does is right. Not be so.
So, Ms. Kogbara has an article, a column in the Vanguard newspaper, a weekly column on Wednesdays called Donu's World. And she actually detailed her encounter with Peter Obi without going into the details of the conversation. She went back to talking about her interview with Mr. Onyagolu here at Rise TV, and how following that, Obedience Massive on X came for her and insulted her for her opinion, stating that she felt that Mr. Peter Obi could have done more as an opposition party, especially because of the kind of trust and faith she had in him, saying she was no longer an obedient. Now, she then said that Mr. Peter Obi reached out to her and that she was quite surprised and taken aback by his humility. Yes. And that, of course, swayed her and thought, then restored her faith in the obedient movement. Not only did he reach out to her, she offered to visit him as a non-VIP, but he said no, he was going to be in Abuja. He visited her. So this is what transpired. She detailed it in that article, and that shows to the extent of which she felt really honored by his visit to her. But the lessons here for me is a lot of people are too quick to respond to criticism or to people's opinion about certain things. There's nothing wrong with expressing an opinion, especially if you had a stake in it and it's for the good of the movement. A lot of times, any criticism, they come at you like a mob, and that's why they've been insulted, called fascist by Mr. Wole Soyinka in many instances. Sometimes by doing that, they hurt the movement and the campaign more than the good that they're doing to it. That's what they did to one of them who just expressed her opinion as to the disappointment she felt. Mr. Peter Obi himself then went to her and said he appreciates constructive criticism. Yes. And I saw that a show of leadership and sportsmanship, and he said he was actually going to take some of the things she said on board, explained himself to her. I hope his followers take a leaf from this, and it's not everything that is an attack. Some opinions need to be aired for change and improvement, and that's what she did. Yes. Thankfully, she said she's now a proud obedient, but still a message to the people who came out to insult her for expressing an opinion. Yes. They have to be careful. It's a movement that was really powerful, but they need to ensure that it doesn't morph into this monster where people don't respect their opinion anymore because they just are a mob that's attacking people up or down.
Fantastic. Well said, Ayo.
For the obedience and for the rattles, I hope you guys learned something from this piece. Thank you for listening. That's if you listen and you understand. Open your brain small.